we've been alluding to it and
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of talking about it or whatever. And it was buzzing this morning, obviously, and we can't
hide from him anymore.
No, not at all. And the Knicks win the NBA Cup, and they're up on the stage and they're celebrating,
Yay.
going crazy and whatever. And then all of a sudden,
Yay.
there's some video.
It's about to be the dumbest thing. I thought yesterday's third hour was crazy.
Just saying.
This is about to be wild.
And then you see in the video, Rob G, can you explain it? Because I want to make sure we get the description right. I don't want to say anything out of turn. I don't want to lose my gig.
Yeah, it's a lot
it's
of
the
Rob
holidays.
No, it's a lot of Rob. Even though you've already.
Yeah, let's let me be the one who gets his job lost before the holidays. No, the real thing that happened after they had won the NBA Cup. They're all celebrating. Cat is raising the trophy. Smoke machine, confetti everywhere. During the celebration, for whatever reason, Josh Hart, who was standing behind Jalen Brunson, sticks his thumb up his rectum.
Oh, wow.
Attempts
That
to,
was-
it looks like.
Was it?
Well,
Or
wow.
poked him in
Rob
that
G,
area, whatever he was trying to do.
That's a massive contrast.
I know.
And if you,
Rob, caution.
Rob, caution now.
and what's interesting
That
about
Rob,
the video, if you haven't seen it,
Don't get fired.
is they're friends. Obviously, they're
They were
college
roommates, right.
They host a podcast called Roommates. They're best friends, right?
Yes.
On the video, Jalen Brunson immediately snaps at him in anger, like face to face. He looks pissed off. Nothing physical happens. It looks, even Josh Hart's kind of taken aback by
His
all of this.
reaction, he should have, though.
But that obviously became, if the Knicks winning the cup and not hanging the banner was the headline, the subline was, by the way, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson had a very awkward moment on the podium.
100%.
No doubt about it. The first thing I thought of when
was
I
that?
saw it was I thought of Tom Thumb. I think that's Josh Hart's new name, Tom Thumb. This is the Tom Thumb theme song.
Yeah.
And Kelvin, I got one question. Did he say duty in this?
I think he knew. Was he ahead of his time? Did he knew what was going to be coming?
Dude, I've been covering sports. January 6th will be 40 years.
Yep.
January 6th, 2026 will be 40 years. I have never, ever in my life seen something on a platform or a stage of that. Have I seen some crazy stuff in locker
you
rooms
told
and
me
clubhouses?
some. Yeah.
The story I told you is as crazy as it gets. Okay,
And we've heard crazy Shaq stories.
There's a video out there with Anthony Davis when they pull his shorts down, and he's down there on the floor, and they're all laughing, and they recorded it. We've seen all kinds of stuff, guys popping each other with wet towels out of the shower, all of that. And all of that fits, to me, in the confines of this sacred place, right? It's a sanctuary.
Clubhouse, whatever it may be.
Clubhouse, whatever it is. But to be on stage with cameras everywhere and people looking, and to think you're going to do that, now I think if Brunson didn't react, I would be even more worried. Like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't. Dude.
If Jalen Brunson just kept it moving.
Monty, did he say duty? What did he say? I'm just saying.
No, you ain't lying. Jalen Brunson would have we're just happy to be here, and we fought hard for this. And you'd be like, Jalen, you ain't noticed nothing, brother? Man, okay, wow.
Am I wrong or right?
No, you're right about that. You know
Seriously,
what's bad?
he should have reacted the way he did because he was like taken aback.
That's the problem, the back. Now listen, you look up Josh Hart, you Google him, the first thing that pops up, a Reddit page, Josh Hart sticks thumb in forbidden place. Continued on, Knicks star caught in 4K sticking finger in teammate sensitive area. Josh Hart's highly suspect prank on Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart, so on and so forth. And I said that to say, as Mama Dub used to always tell me, Rob, listen, there's a time and a place for anything. Meaning, hey, if that's what you choose to do, y'all have fun. Obviously, I sent you and Rob G. Somebody put a whole little reel together of all the crazy wild stuff they've done to each other during interviews.
Okay, yeah.
Can't smack him in the butt during an interview.
Was that the? And didn't they just have on the interview too? Didn't he say inch for inch or inch by?
Yes.
What was the other thing that was kind of?
Yes, he said he was like, you're the best player
Instead of saying
pound for pound and inch for inch. And Jalen said, whoa. So they have a whole line of things. Josh Hart continues to play. Now, here's where it goes from having fun, to gets a little like, all right, man, look. The problem with this is you've now put Jalen Brunson out there in the sense of like, now I got to answer this. Now I got to talk about this. Now, that's what y'all be doing. This how y'all, I don't play like that.
Your roommates. And you don't, how many ex-players did you see on their podcast? Josh is he's out of pocket, man. I'd have an issue if he touched me like that, blah, blah, blah.
And here's where it gets challenging, Rob. Josh Hart is 30 years old. If he were a rookie, 19, 20, they come in so early now, I'd get that. All right, they do dumb stuff.
He's a grown man.
He's big-time grown. You start with a 3, you're 30, that's big grown. And you did it on that literal stage where you're the only game in town. You've just won the trophy. He's the best player on the team, so the cameras are on him, and that's when you choose to do it. And now, here's where I worry about, and you know this about life, overcompensation. Now you're Jalen Brunson, I got to really prove I don't play that kind of stuff. That ain't funny to me. So now if a teammate does something stupid, gets a towel, like you said, hits him on the butt during a game or something, now he almost socks him, got to do, you know what I mean?
Right,
Seriously,
right.
trying to overcompensate because, like, otherwise, you just let all that kind of stuff slide. And this is where you get people who go too far, do too much because of that.
See,
right?
I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. Where's the Knicks' next game, Rob G? Where's their next game?
I can pull it up real quick.
Can somebody find the schedule? Seriously.
Yep, the Knicks' next game will be tomorrow at Pacers.
Okay. If I'm Indiana, I'm out front selling T-shirts with Jalen Brunson's face, and it says thumbs up. That's what I got. I'm not kidding you. And that's
the worst part about this is Brunson
I'm selling T-shirts.
It's going to go away from Josh Hart to Brunson. You get what I mean? It's going to be he's going to be the one during free throws. They're going to be screaming stuff, and that's the worst part. And this is where I will be mad as his best friend.
How about in living color? Remember the movie reviewers?
Oh man, it's right.
They could do that and have those two on there with the Knicks with thumbs up.
All right, Rob, you got one more, and I'm starting to think you're the one that's going to be creating these shirts.
I'd be out front of Indiana selling them tomorrow.
Yeah, and I just think what messed up, man. It's a time and a place, dude. Come on, we're having fun on the plane, whatever, on like you said in the locker room, or we at the hotel. I walk into the room like, okay, boys will be boys, kind of a thing. I get that. Which, by the way, I was never into all. That's a little bit all right now. That's going too far. But you understand the behavior, is what I'm saying, in the locker room, right? But that's why I keep saying, dude, why would you do this now? Literally the most visible time you could ever do something like that on a stage and a championship, the cup championship, while we're being ringed or getting our money and celebrating, whatever it is. It makes zero sense. And now I wonder again. This is where overcompensation happens, right? This is where Draymond Green punches Jordan Poole. And now, you a punk. You let somebody punch you. And now if you're Jordan Poole, like, man, if somebody ever touch me again, I'm laying them out because you overcompensate. But, yeah, would you be all right with that? If your radio teammate, don't look at me, but some other, just did something stupid like that?
No, I mean,
Stoney back in the day, 30 years ago?
Yeah, we'd have to fight. No, it was just, like, I'm not that sensitive. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not that sensitive or overly sensitive or so like conservative that you can't play around and guys play around, and I get it. We all have friends and buddies and say stuff to each other and whatnot.
100%.
But this was on a grand stage, and I think that's what made it so weird.
That's what made it so weird.
Rob G, we want to bring you in too on this because
no big deal?
Well, I mean, you were surprised, but is it all over? Is it still worth talking about? I'm just saying, like, as people go on, could people make fun of Jalen Brunson or Josh Hart, going forward? It was something that everybody saw.
Well, I wasn't surprised because I've seen their interactions before, and they do a lot of, not like that level, but, Josh Hart will run behind him and smack him on the butt
during interviews.
Like they'll make little snide comments to each other during their podcast or on the days while they're doing NBA playoff press conference. Like they have that kind of relationship. And you can tell that they're very close. They go back a really long way.
None of that's questions.
Yeah. So, but to your point, 1,000% this is going to be a thing moving forward.
Right.
Anytime they have another one of those exchanges, this video is going to get played again. Anytime Jalen Brunson goes into an opposing arena There's going to be a photo of it. There's going to be something on a video. Even I wouldn't be surprised if an in-arena video shows it on the big screen.
You think they're going to show that?
I think the NBA won't allow that.
Yeah,
I think you're right that a team would try it. But I think,
let's say that they get it off the first time and then they kibosh it. But this is going to happen because Jalen Brunson is one of the best players in the league.
Yep.
And it's a way of getting at the Knicks.
His team is the favorite right now to make the NBA Finals.
Not with me, but I got
anything you can do that's going to throw him off his game, get him distracted, get under his skin is going to happen. And now, like you guys said, today the story is Josh Hart and what he did in out of
But going forward,
moving forward, it's all on Jalen Brunson
because he's the thumb recipient. What?
I mean, technically he is. You're right. And honestly, that's the part on some for real stuff that I would be upset as the friend.
Right.
Because, bro, now I'm the one that has to deal with this. Oh, this is what you do. This is what you take. Ha ha. You know, oh, is that how y'all play? I got to deal with it. I got to deal with the shirts. I got to deal with my phone call. I got to now you can kind of you know what it's like? It's not apples to apples. You know what it is? It's kind of like George Hill misses the free throw. But no one talks about that because they talk about J.R. Smith, doing the goofy, not putting the ball back up. And George Hill gets to kind of slide that, hey, you make the free throw, we're up one, we win the game. And that's going to be Josh Hart. It's going to, kind of slide, go away for him because he's the culprit, but it's going to all be on Jalen Brunson moving forward. Yep. And that's the part that sucks if you're him. But right now, we're taking calls, 877-99 on Fox. It's really simple. It's Josh Hart putting fingers in places you didn't expect with teammates. And now it's a whole bunch of scuttlebutt, as you like to say. And we're talking about
literally scuttlebutt.
Yeah. I would be so mad at Josh if I was Jalen Brunson. I got to deal with this because of you.
Dre in Michigan. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
What's up? Only Ron scuttlebutt. That was a good one.
Literal scuttlebutt.
Hey. Right, that was a good one. But hey, they friends, man. Maybe he was just trying to remind them that it's time for his annual prostate exam. We don't know what's going on. But also too, we see what they were doing in the WNBA last year. So I'm gonna ask y'all to take y'all pick on the over and under.
Actually, what
were they doing in the WNBA?
Well, you know they were throwing certain objects on the.
Yeah. They were throwing.
Right. So I said. So I'm going to ask Rob, not you, Kelvin, because your pick's been atrocious lately. I think you got one of them old broken Magic 8 balls or something.
I got to put the battery in.
Well, yeah, but I take it over under 5 games that something going to be on one of the NBA courts. What you got, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
You know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. No,
yeah. So,
I'm with you. At some point, it's going to get worse.
It's going to get and that's why if I'm Jalen Brunson, I'm so mad because I'm the one that's going to be.
Or it might show up in their luggage when they go through the airport. I'm just saying.
Hit me, Alex. I need a caution.
Rob, caution.
Oh, boy.
Dwight.
What would make you think to do that then? I really can't get past that, Rob. You're in the front. They're not in the back.
I agree.
They're not in the back where you can't really see. First
of
all,
you got cameras everywhere.
You beat me to what I was going to say. It's 2025. Cameras are everywhere. But you're in the front with the best player, one of the best in the league, a star player. The cameras are on you.
All right, we're going to give you some time. So if you do want to get in, call up, okay? 877-99 on Fox. Dwight in Kentucky, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dwight?
What's happening, man? How y'all doing?
Doing good, Dick.
Okay, I'm going to give me a second. I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about this situation. I think it's kind of a touchy subject. Pause.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. You know how friends that know each other for a long time, they play around and everything, and especially in private, and they have situations like, you do something, your partner be like, hey, man, I don't do that. I don't play that. Yeah. Or remember, we old enough to know when people used to play the dozen. Remember, somebody said something about your mother?
Right. Then you're don't say that. Right.
Yeah, I don't do that, man. I don't play that. Okay, then in private, you already done that. So if they close, I feel like they done played like this before because I believe he probably would have told him, hey, man, something like this might have happened in private already. And they were like, hey, man, look, don't go there. We don't play like that. You know what I'm saying?
But let me say this to you, Dwight. That stage with everybody watching, that was weird. Because even Brunson, his reaction was not like this.
You got me.
Exactly. He was like,
I might square off on you.
What you doing?
Be like, I believe he's probably gonna be like, man, look, look, man, we play. That was the wrong place to play like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna probably have to live with this, even if in private with them, and they little club or their little clique, it might not be no big deal.
Honestly, Dwight, I think appreciate the call, Dwight. I think it ended it. Like, I don't think they're gonna play like that anymore.
No.
Like, period. Like, no more. Even if it's just us in the locker room, we're hanging out with the boys. I don't think they're. I think it. And that happens in life. Somebody takes it too far. You and your friend do slap boxing, and it's all. I mean, I'm cool. Not today, bro.
And then all of a sudden you slap and knock my teeth out. I'm done.
Hey, stop. You're going to have the rumors thinking Elijah going to cut it up, and they're going to think I slapped your tooth out your mouth. Matter of fact, Elijah, HRU, I need that. I had enough of Rob's mouth, and this is the result. That's why he is missing a tooth.
Mike in Louisiana, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, guys? Big fans. I was just thinking
Thank
the Pacers
you.
should go all out, and when the fans come in the stadium, they should find out every seat in the stadium a giant foam thumbs up. Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
And you know what?
That's right.
Yeah, they're there all the time. Oh, he's right. Who's that, Mike?
Mike.
Yeah, he's right. Dang it.
How about
every seat's getting all 16, 17,000 getting a thumbs up.
Brian in Michigan, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Brian?
What's going on, fellas?
How you?
What up?
Crazy, Brian. Crazy, right?
Yeah, Rob, I got to tell you, man, I feel your pain when it comes to that tooth. I've been there, man. That ain't no fun.
No, I'm telling you. It was brutal.
So you guys know I'm a Detroit guy, and all I got to say on this is when he comes to Detroit, we're going to hang our own banner. It's going to have NBA Cup with Brunson's face and a thumbs up. Every free throw that man shoots, we're going to be shouting it. If I was him, I would not be happy with Hart. That this is going to haunt him for the rest of the season, and it's going to be an issue. And I mean, you can't blame us as fans. We're going to do everything we can to throw him off his game. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Right. It's fair game. That's what fans do, that kind of stuff. It's absolutely fair game.
You guys have a good holiday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox. Don in the UP, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
What's up, boys? Well, after all the nonsense that went on yesterday on the show, I kind of laughed when I saw it last night. But it reminded me of.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me ask you that about yesterday. Did you laugh during that show? The hour?
That was outrageous. Dude, we were lighting the indica and just letting it rip. I loved it.
Yeah, I told you. That was a hilarious 40 minutes.
That was unbelievable. But, man, yesterday when that thing happened in the basketball game, I just kept thinking about the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Stories. when they're playing Prince getting fruity picks.
Yep.
Game
blouses.
Yes.
Well, that's an epic story. Charlie Murphy, rest in peace, man. His stories were epic, man. Appreciate you, Don. Happy holidays.
Hey.
Appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox.
Who next?
Who we got, Rob G? Okay, here we go. John in Virginia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, John?
Yeah, first, Rob, I got to tell you, I am so glad you're back on the media and available and this and that, because I go back a long way with you, and you have always been just a straight up telling it like you think it is guy. So I really appreciate it.
John, you know what?
Now,
let me say this. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot. As I just said earlier, in January, 40 years in this business. I've been around for a long time. And I appreciate that you still value me. Thank you, for real.
No, and I've been following most of that time, okay? And I saw you at Nats Park about, 3 or 4 years ago when you were in the hiatus.
Uh-huh.
And I was hoping to see you back. So anyway, glad to have you.
He told you
now,
thumbs up.
I want to talk about the Cup, though, guys. It's enough that the NBA, everybody's playing by November 1st, okay? And we got the load management, all this stuff going on. And it seems to me, and Silver actually said it last night, the whole premise behind it is by the middle of December, we're only 6 weeks into the season, we got to do something special to motivate the guys to play hard. That, to me, is an absurdity, and it's an admission over the fact that otherwise they wouldn't be playing this hard.
I agree.
I really don't like it.
And you're asking people to pay full price for tickets and all this other stuff. And you got to have an incentive to play these aren't extra games like playoff games.
Right.
These are games that are already on the schedule that have turned into your regular season game. It's kind of crazy. Thanks, John. How about Albert in Riverside? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Albert?
What's up, guys? Hey, before my take real fast, I want to add 3 more names to the Rob Parker hate list.
Oh, God.
Who else? Is there anyone else left?
Bucky Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh, Bucky. Oh, wait a minute. But me and Bucky had a big fight.
Yeah.
You have Bucky Brooks, Channing Frye, and the back-to-back World Series champion, LA Dodgers.
Well, yeah, we know the Dodgers, but hold on, back up. What's the Channing Frye? I don't know that one.
Yeah. Me and him had a big blowout, too, because he said that Jordan and LeBron were 1A and 1B. But first, on a podcast, he said that LeBron was ahead of Jordan, and then when we pushed on him or pushed back, then he was like, oh, no, they're 1A and 1B. So that was kind of lame. Okay. Albert, what do you got?
Rob had him as a deer in headlights, so he was quiet the rest of the interview. It was crazy. But anyway,
come on, Shannon.
Yeah. Anyway, on Thumbgate, this was the weirdest thing. This was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like I saw more stuff on Instagram and Twitter about that than the actual game itself.
Yeah,
right.
And that's the worst part about it.
Who's the kid who put the thumb in the dike to so it wouldn't explode on the town or whatever? Wasn't there a children's story? There's a
it was something like that.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, and to the other callers' points, opposing fans are ruthless. You don't think there's going to be posters and the fans are taking free throws and stuff like that just to get it under Jalen Brunson's skin. It's going to be bad.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun all year.
I do believe. I think the NBA might try to find, you can't control everything, but hey, we're asking you not to play videos. We're asking you not to, do some sound. I think the NBA is going to try to control it as much as they can. Obviously, you can't control 15, 16,000 people in in an arena, but I do think the NBA is going to try to control it a little bit. Because you can't just put video. You can't. It will go so far that it'll start getting not politically correct, and then it'll become a whole conversation, and then they'll have to issue some real formal apology. It'll become a thing. Watch, just mark my words. If they don't get control of it,
and the story, I was right. It was a story. It says it was called a novel, Hans Brinker, or The Silver Skates, about a brave Dutch boy who plugs a leak in a dike. It says with his finger to save the village from flooding.
Rob,
no,
caution.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be honest, that didn't help.
I thought it was his thumb, but it was a finger. I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Alex, we'll give that a thumbs up.
Yeah, that didn't help right there. All right,
or a thumbs down.
Yeah,
no,
either way, that's just bad. I don't know.
See, my thing is, it's the comfortability. I understand you have fun, your boys, college, etc. But when you're 30. That open,
he's 30, Alex. I've known you for a long time now.
K-Dot.
You would never.
Zero. I've messed with my boys. I've played soccer.
Right.
I've been an athlete in high school. I've seen some of that stuff and also know why because of people's backstories. I'm just saying I won't insinuate, but I wouldn't doubt that there's something there.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not assuming. I'm just saying.
You just put us in the shallow deep ends.
It's just too comfortable for me. Too comfortable.
Yeah, and there's a certain point when you would thought the assumption is you would outgrow things, right? You think, all right, look, man, we're 30, we have fun.
Boys are boys.
Yeah, I've been knowing you since we were teenagers. Think about it. They went to Villanova together. We've been teenagers. We're literally 17, 18, 19, whatever it was. We're 30, we're millionaires. I'm assuming. I know Josh has at least a kid. I don't know about Jalen.
Twin boys.
So he's got twin boy. I know one was on his lap the game the other day.
Yeah. Which was
meaning
right.
We got families now,
It's just not the time or place. That's the only. That's all
it's
it
just
is.
Weird.
It's not
weird.
the time or place, which is why people scratching their heads.
Where's and this is where I really mean, where is your discernment to not have known that?
Right.
And that moment. That's the weird thing to me. It's
to be on such a stage. To be on such a stage. Literally
a stage where the whole entire NBA fandom is watching this, and this was the moment you thought. Not they're all walking down the stage, something quick down the stairs. No, you thought nobody saw it.
Right.
The moment where he's literally yeah, the trophy, yeah. And it just makes no sense to me. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.